Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot. It's really early where I'm at. It's just after 7:30. I thought I would jump on and get the weekly forecast for the Twin Flame Collective up and on YouTube. We are in store for a very powerful portal week ahead. We have the Solstice Gateway on 12/21. We have all kinds of fabulous stuff going on this week when it comes to downloads and ascension symptoms. So I feel this gateway really is opening up the twins to a higher heart awakening. And I feel a lot of incoming light codes, downloads, activations, especially over the last several days. And all of these downloads are kind of pushing us into this powerful recalibration in order to move forward in love and to anchor in these twin flame unions in the physical reality. So, we just kind of moved into Venus retrograde. So this is all about bringing back lost love, especially when it comes to exes, in order to reach a place of resolution. And I feel change really is seeking when it comes to both of the counterparts. So I think we really need to ask ourselves, what are we afraid of when it comes to embracing changes? Because this solstice gateway is going to open up both of the counterparts to a higher level of awakening. And it is about the sacredness within the heart. And I feel this gateway really is pushing us. These energies really are building and can be quite intense, especially as we inch closer to Christmas, the holidays. And Christmas can be a very hard time for many within the collective. And then you throw in the spiritual path on top of it. So I feel heightened spiritual awareness in the energies this week. And the divine, I feel, is really making its presence known, especially in the divine masculine's life. So I think this influx in light code energy really is bringing forward new potential for new beginnings. So I feel we're bridging these codes, we're bridging heaven on earth, and a lot of information is coming forward for the twins in order for us to kind of step into this next leg of the journey, this next chapter that we're preparing for. So many of us might be feeling some very uncomfortable ascension symptoms, feeling tired, zoned out, spacey, loopy, dizziness, as we kind of work to integrate all of these energies that are being downloaded. So or you might feel super high and elated for no reason. A spiral of energies is kind of what I'm being shown as all of these high vibrational codes come in order for us to shed these lower grade energies. So I kind of feel we're ready to step into a lot of clarity. I do feel many of the divine feminines are stepping into noticing their benefits from doing the work. I feel a lot of uplifting energies. Many synchronicities are coming forward, especially when it comes to number sequences. So pay attention to the number sequences that are coming through, that are showing up at this time, inching you to keep going forward, because we're stepping into higher potential when it comes to the energies this week. So if you've been feeling blocked, stagnant, congested, I know I went through a few days of feeling very blocked, not in the flow. I'm feeling back in the flow today. So I kind of feel that congestion, that blocked energy really is stemming around the low vibration of shame, anger, and conflict surrounding the divine masculine. And I feel this is very intense in a very negative aspect when it comes to the divine masculine collective. And I feel it is bringing up these old cycles, these very uncomfortable evaluations of past relationships, past behaviors that are needing to be addressed, that really have created blocks when it comes to bridging in these unions. So I think, like always, I always say it, I always encourage it, go within, come into that inner alignment in order to benefit from these shifts at this time. Because I do feel the darkness is likely going to intensify when it comes to the winter solstice, because it will be the shortest day of the year. And I feel this solstice really is pushing a deep spiritual purge, a deep spiritual cleanse. And this energy is going to be quite intense when it comes to leaving some past baggage behind during this gateway portal. So I feel when the darkness comes in, there's a lot of flare-up when it comes to drama, chaos, and conflict. And this really is pushing us to release this during this gateway. So I feel for about 5 days or so, the energies are going to feel very intense around December 21st, which is tomorrow. And what we experience at this time really is increasing us to find our ambition, our soul's drive to purge all of this baggage, all of this past energy, so we can step into that higher timeline of 5D Earth. So if your own personal energy is in that higher vibration sufficiently enough, I feel we are very close to anchoring in that unity grid, that unity consciousness, and shifting out of this karmic separation energy, this karmic separation reality that we've been in. Because in essence, we are never ever separate from our counterpart. They are always with us. So I feel the energy with this clearing is going to help restabilize us in order to reach that state of inner harmony, that state of inner union, and as within, so without. So if you are in that state of alignment, your twin flame connection is likely going to flourish when it comes to the energies this week. So it's always from the inside out. So we are being pushed to release so we can reach that higher vibration. So if you are feeling elevated, now is the perfect time to instill plans and actions for moving forward that really will have long-term positive effects when it comes to your spiritual journey. This solstice is going to be very intense because it does have a conjunction between Pluto and Venus retrograde, plus Mercury conjunct Juno that same day. So it's strongly focusing us on love, especially soul love. So I think many of us are being presented with that gateway. Do you want ego love or soul love? So I feel, the twins share this deep unification. Once the twins meet in the physical reality, the union has already began its process. So I feel finally being ready to open up to that new chapter. I feel a lot of the feminines have released some residual resentment, grief, pain, especially when it comes to feeling very unsupported along the journey. I'm releasing this separation reality that we've kind of been sifting through over the last several years. So I kind of feel a lot of detoxing, a lot of purging, and it's really all about the fall energy as we prepare for the second twin flame reunion in February of 22, when the twins meet again in that rare conjunction with Venus and Mars, both in Capricorn. And Capricorn is about grounding these energies. So we're in this purging process, this preparation period, to kind of make sure we are fully ready. So when we do come back together, there will be no more separation. So we're being shown these blocks. We're learning major karmic lessons this week. Karma is coming up to be addressed, past life karma that is needing to be cleared this life in order to release this separation programming in particular. So I kind of feel we are reminded that it really is about love, unconditional love at the core. And I do believe, get ready for some physical communication versus the telepathic communication. So I feel we are being prepared for soul lovers to reunite, to be brought back together, and for karmic resolution. A lot of Capricorn energy. And if you think of Capricorn, it does represent the devil in the tarot. So releasing the realm of karma. And I do feel these old cycles and problems are coming to the surface quite intensely and returning to be addressed, so we can finally understand that, yes, this is a karmic soul contract. So I feel we kind of have to go deep into the darkness in order to resolve this once and for all, both collectively and individually. So there's a lot of unconscious thought processes coming to the surface for the highest good in order to help us reunite in divine timing. So I do feel this week is without a doubt going to be very challenging in order for us to actively clear any residual fear-based ego energy below the surface. So whatever's being brought up, it is serving a higher purpose. It does have a reason to be coming to the surface, to be addressed, so we can finally heal it and release it, so we can come back into that union, that match when it comes to the inside out. So as we clear the karma, we can permanently step out of this separation energy, the releasing of the running and the chasing energetically that most twins do encounter during the separation stage. So I feel a lot of stubborn energy coming up to be addressed when it comes to this lost love returning. Pluto energy is the underworld energy. It does deal with sex, death, and rebirth. So I feel a lot of flashes of past life insights, past life memories, a lot of third eye, soul vision when it comes to the connections that the twins share from past life timelines. And I do feel this is triggering a reevaluation, a much needed reevaluation when it comes to the masculine dealing with that karmic relationship. So as Venus backspins backwards and it moves past Pluto, we're going to see this dead love kind of being regenerated back into life, because this eternal love is being reborn as we transition through these energies. So I think get ready to have a lot of connection with ancestors and guides on the other side. I also feel get ready for the masculine to come forward and express his devotion when it comes to this long lost love, this long lost connection, because I kind of feel the masculine is strongly struggling when it comes to the energies this life, and going through a deep period of life and death cycles to move beyond all of these limitations. So I feel if you've been feeling lost, it's likely because your masculine is sifting through some extreme disillusionment in the energies this week, in order to open him up to unity, forgiveness, love, compassion, and to build his confidence to show up and to really finally give the feminine what it is that she truly deserves, that reciprocity. So I feel on some level, the masculine is opening up to love and gaining a sense of inner resolution when it comes to the energies this week. And I feel the feminine is starting to release any doubts when it comes to believing in true love again. So I feel a lot of higher heart energy coming through. And it's like this 0 point when it comes to the solstice gateway. So, you know, last year we had that grand conjunction around Christmas time, and I kind of feel everything is kind of coming full circle when it comes to the energies as we close out the month of December. We're kind of like getting into the depth of winter. You know, the days get shorter. A lot of people struggle with depression in the winter, but this is the perfect time for sowing those seeds, letting those seeds grow, a gestation period as we reach this 0 point of potential. So stillness, there is a need to rest and recalibrate in order to receive these insights, these downloaded guided insights, in order for us to reach our fullest potential. And we do that in the stillness, going within. And I've been seeing 1111 a lot on the clocks lately. And on December 24th, on Christmas Eve, we do have a square between Saturn and Uranus retrograde. And so I feel major shifts are happening when it comes to co-creation, manifesting capabilities, both collectively and individually. So I think there is tension being released between the past and the future. So I feel if you've been fearing stepping into this new timeline, now is the time to address those fears and move beyond them. And I feel maybe there's a need to abandon people, places, and things that really have created a wedge between this soul connection. So we have to keep working on processing these energies. Saturn really is a strict teacher. It is about physical realm energy. And I feel Uranus really is challenging us to embrace these sudden shifts, these sudden changes. And I feel there's a lot being experienced, and we're not going to be willing to give up. I feel this is going to give us the push that we need to kind of stay on track, to shift any negative perspectives, and to know for sure that it's time to believe and expect in what we have been manifesting. So I feel the energy is encouraging us to get to know ourselves more, to release any impatience, Patience truly is a virtue and a very big lesson that many of the divine feminines learn while in separation. And I feel the more we push, the more we're going to create delays when it comes to this process of unifying these unions and these connections. So, you know, and then we have Christmas this week. So Christmas is always one of my most favorite days of the year. It can also be a very low energy for those that have loved ones that have crossed over, that are still in that separation energy. So I feel heightened energy when it comes to bridging beyond the veil. And I do feel a lot of realities are kind of merging in the energies this week. Around, you know, the 20th to the 27th. So I feel a lot of higher consciousness, a lot of angelic realms are coming forward. So you very well could have a visit from a loved one crossed over when it comes to the energies around Christmas. And I do remember last year around this time, I was putting away all the Christmas decorations after Christmas before New Year's, and my grandmother appeared as an apparition in my living room while I was putting away the Christmas tree and taking the decorations down. So be ready for maybe somebody to show up from beyond the veil to give you that push, to remind you that we are never separate from heaven. And I do feel this Christmas season really is going to bring forward a lot of guardian angelic energy, protection. And I kind of feel you need to be open to receiving this support that's coming through from your guides, because these visits from loved one on the other side is pushing you to go towards your twin. And even your twin's higher self might be sending you messages like I received the other day when I woke up from a deep sleep, of my masculine saying, I'm ready to love you, or I'm ready to lose you. So I feel answers are coming. It is about sharing your love, bringing positivity to others as much as you can, to spread that cheer, that joy. If we think about it, if we keep the Christ in Christmas, and we are here to embody Christ consciousness and compassion. So I feel your twin has never, ever forgotten you. This is a connection that can never, ever be erased. It's always on the heart. It's always in your head. So I feel moving out of division, stepping into oneness is a theme for the week ahead as a twin flame collective. And I feel a lot of love relationships are being heightened this week when it comes to communication with your counterpart. So do get ready to have your counterpart reach out. I do feel they're struggling with some latent worries, a lot of past wounding, and a lot of fears surfacing. And that will create a lot of discomfort and deflection when it comes to these negative concerns. So if these have been lurching in your energy field, divine feminine, I think you need to open up to helping your masculine transmute these fear-based energies in order for clarity to come through on your counterparts, and in order to relax them, in order to step forward for that communication. So Christmas to me is all about innocence, joy, compassion, hope for the world, stepping into a better world, and our willingness to open up our minds and our hearts, and to know that we are all connected, we are all one. So it is about celebrating the birth of our light, stepping out of the darkness and opening up to the power of love as we really open up our heart to embrace this divine energy, to tap into our higher awareness, and to believe in the good that truly lies ahead. So, you know, if we can choose love, we can awaken to our soul's truth, and we are all love at the core. So let's see what needs to come through with the cards for the week ahead. We also have a big week too when it comes to the North Node shifting into Taurus. So we're going to be feeling that both collectively and individually, no matter what your North Node is, especially those with Taurus North Node. I think this week is going to be huge for you. So pay attention to your natal charts. I will be on in a couple of days, and we're going to talk about that Taurus North Node, Scorpio South Node energy, and the transition. And I was shown the dragon's head and tail, and we all know Scorpio stings. So as we shift into the North Node, we have a whole new group of people awakening, coming out of that scorpionic energy into the Taurus North Node about stability. So I think get ready to be stung is another message coming up this week. But we'll see what needs to come through on the divine masculine side for the week ahead with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. Sharing, we get soul connection, evolution. So I kind of feel the masculine is getting ready to share the wisdom that he's gained, and there's that ascension sickness. So I kind of feel a lot of the masculines are deep within some heavy physical symptoms when it comes to the ascension journey this week. A lot of negative physical manifestations as the masculine purges these lower energies and steps into this higher consciousness, because he is evolving beyond these struggles, beyond these challenges. And I feel a major relationship shift this week as the masculine kind of finds his authentic voice. And if you've noticed, my voice is back full swing. So I kind of feel a lot of these masculines have shared their truth with the karmic connection in order to remove any throat chakra blockages. I feel open and honest communication is definitely key. And I do feel, yeah, a lot of physical symptoms, emotional symptoms, a lot of over mental stimulus, and there's a lot of reaction, negative reaction and negative impacts in the masculine's life. And I feel deep-seated healing taking place for the divine masculine when it comes to this deeply embedded pain, this deeply embedded trauma within our soul's DNA, in order for the masculine to redefine his future, to face these deepest wounds, these deepest hurts, and to step into healing. Because I do feel that very uncomfortable evaluation when it comes to these outdated beliefs, these old negative patterns, a lot of destructive habits that are still remaining, that are needing to kind of be released. And I feel the time is now to evaluate those choices, because this soul connection is very significant when it comes to this collective ascension mission. And I feel a significant role when it comes to our evolution, when it comes to humanity's evolution. And I feel the masculine preparing to journey, because I feel he knows his purpose is to be that guiding, healing light. And I do feel another layer of awakening in order for the masculine to shift his outlook when it does come to this twin soul connection. So, you know, I think sometimes we can't see things for what they are because the masculine had the veil over his eyes from the karmic situation. And I feel a re-examination of that connection in order to see things from that new perspective. So a major shift in perspective, enlightenment is what I'm hearing. Because the masculine is coming into that deep understanding of who his true divine counterpart is, the complexities of this connection when it comes to all of these past life karmic timelines, in order for us to strip away these outdated beliefs and to bring that high vibration love into the world. So I kind of do feel the masculine is preparing to take accountability for his actions, to really look in that mirror, that golden divine mirror, and to really take total ownership for his choices. So we'll see what needs to come through on the divine feminine side. So I feel the feminine's coming full circle. I've got goosebumps all over the top of my head right now. So I think a lot of spiritual visions coming through for the feminine as this karmic closure comes full circle. So pay attention to your spirit guides and your angels, because they really are bringing forward important messages from you, from the other side, prophetic messages, powerful symbolism, in order for you to journey towards your manifestations is kind of what I'm feeling, divine feminine. So practice unconditional love to both yourself and your counterpart. That really will help promote communication when it comes to restoring the healthiness between the counterparts in this relationship. I do feel a lot of reflection when it comes to our own healing journey, and there is going to be like a rediscovery. I feel rediscovering your counterpart. I feel peeling back some layers. I think just a rediscovery of this love is kind of what I'm feeling. So self-care, divine feminine, nourish your body, your mind, your soul, nourish the sacredness of this journey. Healthy choices are in focus because you are stepping into a brand new life. I feel this lesson has finally been learned. You're stepping into growth. I do feel it has been such a painful journey for many of us to go through, the shedding of the old. And I feel meditation is going to be key as you kind of practice the law of attraction, mastering your manifesting capabilities, because your life is about to drastically change for the better. So I feel do some more spiritual coursework. I do feel stepping into the next level of your manifestations as well when it comes to your spiritual vocation, Divine Feminine. So I think both of the twins are going through profound change and transformation, as all of these external factors are kind of fading away that really have blocked the twins from stepping into mission together, stepping into their highest purpose. So we'll get what deck is this? The Psychic Tarot. It's really early, guys, so we're going to get some messages on the Divine Masculine side. What needs to come through on the Divine Masculine side, please? I heard there's one more, three more. Isn't that funny how that works? We'll see what needs to come through for the Divine Masculine. Bottom of the deck, Temptation. So I feel the karmic energy is likely going to try to tempt the masculine, which is triggering a lot of fear. We have the base chakra, and we have the shadow energy. So confronting his fears, and there's that downloaded information coming in regards to the purity of this connection. So it's that battle, ego love, spiritual love. So 66, pretty much. So I feel illumination in regards to the ego versus spiritual love. And I feel clearing a lot of fear when it comes to these lower energies, confronting his deepest, darkest shadows, confronting any fears around security, stability, and receiving the downloaded information when it comes to the harmony and the connection that the twins share, and releasing the karmic contract is what I'm feeling. And we'll see what needs to come through for the Divine Feminine with the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. What energies are coming through for the feminine for the week ahead? And I heard one more, embrace. There's that karmic lesson being learned, stepping into that high vibration. I feel coming out of isolation. We got the Hermit that just flipped out in reverse. So coming out of isolation, shining your light, spreading your love, your joy, because you are rounding completion, embracing the closing of this cycle, and stepping into your Empress energy, your manifesting capabilities. So birthing that brand new life. And there is going to be movement, action with the Chariot when it comes to this new vitality being restored within these connections this week. So shine that light, Divine Feminine. We will see what archetypes need to come through for the masculine for the week ahead. I think being his own hero, facing that deep core wound, I feel stepping into innocence. I do feel the masculine has been deeply misled with these false contracts, being falsely guided. And I kind of feel all of that is coming full circle. I do feel deep, deep seeking when it comes to this union, this companionship that the twins share. I feel this deep, deep desire and thirst for wisdom and truth when it comes to loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. I do feel the masculine is being deeply betrayed in the energies, a loss of personal identity, a loss of personal stability, because he has misused his powers. And I feel this fear of him not being able to commit to this spiritual path. And I kind of feel the masculine really is stepping into that seeking energy. I feel deep, deep in solitude this week, disconnecting from all of this fear-based energy, this temptation. I feel the masculine is facing a lot of negative judgments when it comes to his social circle, especially when it comes to him refusing to help the feminine when it comes to this mission. And I feel the masculine really is being put into deep solitary energy isolation in order for him to focus intently on this inner journey. And it will serve him when it comes to some creative aspects, stepping into his own artistic capabilities. I feel experiencing and expression of the higher dimensions of this life beyond this physical reality. And I feel stepping into inspiration. I kind of feel the masculine is starving energetically this week, And, you know, this escapism when it comes to these addictive behaviors really has created a false sense of security for the masculine. So I feel a personal journey of empowerment this week as the masculine either seeks out that mentorship with you, Divine Feminine, or, you know, steps into being that mentor and passing on his spiritual wisdom. But I do feel a lot of angelic protection around the masculine as he navigates these lower world energies, these different levels of consciousness, and to see the potential, that higher view. So I do feel the masculine deeply desires to seek out truth, and I do feel he knows it's time to embrace this initiation and to come forward with some communication. So we'll see what needs to come through on the Divine Feminine side for the week ahead. The Midas touch, baby. You got the Midas touch, Divine Feminine. Everything you touch will turn to gold. I do feel manifesting energies. You're stepping into your queen energy. I feel rising. Pardon me, guys. This lingering energy really has taken a toll on me over the last couple months. So I do feel the feminine is kind of releasing that victim mentality, any self-sabotaging behaviors this week. I do feel any energies of feeling like a victim that has been keeping you blocked is being released. Stepping into positivity is kind of what I feel, and maintaining some very firm personal boundaries, Divine Feminine. I feel self-empowerment, releasing any self-destructive behaviors, and embracing these changes, because I do feel the feminine is embracing her creative energy and putting that into practical expression, manifesting the life of her dreams. So I feel resolution is around the corner, because many of the Divine Feminines are stepping into their entrepreneurial or creative abilities. And we truly do have the ability to turn anything into gold by sharing our life's wisdom, our life's riches. And I kind of feel that in turn is allowing the masculine to take a risk, to follow his intuition. And I also feel the feminine is embracing that blind faith. But as the feminine rises in her queen energy, it is in turn bringing in that offer, that romantic offer of loyalty, romantic chivalry, love, and honor. So I feel the feminine really is radiating her golden regal feminine energy this week, and stepping into benevolent authority, stepping into protecting the collective. And that's really challenging the arrogant energy of the masculine when it comes to his abuse of authority. So I kind of feel a major shift. And bottom of the deck, we do get the God energy. So benevolence is in key. Compassion, recognizing our own eternal life force energy from within in order to shine that light for others is kind of what is coming through. So let's dig in with the tarot and see what needs to come through for the masculine for the week ahead. I did grab the Cosmic Tarot for the masculine today. So what needs to come through with the tarot for the Divine Masculines? And Six of Wands reversed. I feel a lot of chaos, conflict. Wherever the masculine's at, there is no victory or success. But in turn, this truly is a victory, because it is going to lead to a new beginning. So I kind of feel the masculine is blocking the karmic energy, stepping into this new beginning, because his life is so out of whack. It's not balanced. I feel nightmares, stress, anxiety. He's being haunted by spirit. And I do feel there's no growth where he's at. He's been watering this dead tree. I feel struggling financially, and he's been back and forth on the fence for quite some time when it comes to restoring balance and stepping into this new creative endeavor with the Divine Feminine. And there's that unavoidable tower. So that's all crumbling to the ground. I think the masculine has avoided it up until now, but there's no more avoiding it, because the divine says the time is now for this ending. And the masculine is at that crossroads, needing to take that first step in a new direction. So I do feel financial hardships. The masculine is experiencing financial ruin, which is in turn creating this profound life change, death, rebirth, transformation. And I do feel stability is coming. So what needs to come through for the Divine Feminine. And I grabbed one of my very first tarot decks today, the Smith-Waite Tarot. I don't know why I've been so drawn to this deck the last couple of days. So justice is being served, Divine Feminine. What was not just and right is being balanced out. I feel that final ruling when it comes to these contracts. I feel if you've been feeling all trapped up, that energy is dissipating. And yeah, and there's that Tower. I think get ready to receive a Tower, because the masculine is finally ready to take that leap of faith. I feel coming back, offering stability, loyalty, and I feel another layer of going into that core wound for the feminine in order to create that justice. So I feel a major shift when it comes to belief patterns. So it's kind of nice that the twins are kind of mirroring each other, and then we just got the Lovers. So there will be an unexpected choice in love. Oh my God, we just got the Lovers twice. So I love this deck because it's got 2 Lovers and 2 Queen of Cups. So yeah, I think releasing the fear, the stress, the anxiety, trusting in the divine plan, because the time is now for these unions to come together, and we do get the Wheel of Fortune again. So divine timing, things are moving forward, releasing that mental prison, that stress, that anxiety, and that worry. So what else needs to come through for the twins when it comes to this energy? Yeah, sacred inner space. I've been feeling that sacral chakra pressure for a couple of days. I feel sensuality being returned to the divine feminine as the masculine cuts that negative attachment with the karmic contract, and we are being pushed. We do have to fulfill these soul contracts, these karmic closures, and I feel a lot of remembrance as we kind of enter this truthful energy. Throat chakra, without a doubt, coming up. Authenticity, self-expression is in focus as we embrace these energetic sensitivities that we have. I will in 1 minute, please. So we're living life with grace. So a lot of Akashic memories being restored. We're clearing these old outdated stories. We're clearing these past life timelines and stepping into freedom. We'll get a few more messages here. My daughter's going to need me to give her a hand. We'll see what needs to come through with the Numerology Oracle deck today. We just got the one energy. So compassion. And I think a big lesson that's coming up for the masculine is financial discipline in the energies. Embracing his individuality, and the feminine is stepping into manifestation. So 99, we're rounding the end of this decreasing cycle, stepping into compassion and unconditional love. So we'll see what needs to come through with the romance angels. Give this relationship a chance. I think we are encouraged to embrace that open-hearted energy to work on this partnership, but I feel the masculine's really struggling with extreme codependencies and addictions. I feel there's a lot of religious factors coming up in his life, his upbringing, that really have prevented him from stepping into his spiritual path. And I do feel children are in focus. Many of us have children, and we're here to blend our families, and I feel, you know, these children really have been affected from this twin flame journey and this separation. And I kind of feel the time is now to restore a sense of harmony, especially as we inch closer to Christmas. I remember my first Christmas in separation felt like death. I really thought, you know, we would have been together. I really thought last year was the Christmas we were going to come together. And, you know, I kind of sat with that energy the last couple of days and shed any residual grief. Releasing that, knowing that when divine says it's time, it will be time. But I do feel this holiday season really is going to trigger the masculine to kind of step into that higher level of commitment. Engagements might be on the table when it comes to the energies this week, because I do feel the masculine is getting ready to express his love, because these deep romantic loving feelings that the twins share, it's time to kind of explore them at another depth, because justice is being served, that final court ruling. We'll get a couple last messages here for the twins. A couple last closing messages, please. So it is about that devotion. I do feel we do have supreme protection as we go through this gateway portal. So connect with the earth. I feel the masculine really is being pushed to share his gifts with grace. And there's a lot of ancestral, spiritual, supreme protection. So, you know, we are protected as these cords are being cut for us to move beyond these limitations. So you're needing to trust, connect to your ancestors, your lineage, because I do feel the angels really are helping you address these family wounds, these family issues, and these patterns that are finally ready to be healed. So care and compassion, we got the Quan Yin energy. So we have to choose to be loved. We have to choose to embrace this energy from within our sacred heart. So, and it is about doing what is right for everybody involved, especially when it does come to the children within these connections. So I kind of feel the masculine might be seeking a helping hand in the energies, and beautiful Mary Magdalene, the sisterhood of the rose is rising. I feel the teacher awakens, because the divine feminine really has something very important to do, very important to share. And we have to follow that inner calling, because we can't let anybody stop us from stepping into this spiritual devotion when it comes to our spiritual commitment. And I feel recognizing that, and recognizing the unconditional love that the twins share. And that's kind of what I have for a message for the week ahead. If you would like to book a personal reading, please feel free to check out the description box below, and keep your eye out for the next couple days. I'm going to be posting some other videos around the North Node energy and some other aspects this week that I feel are going to be beneficial as we sift through all of this collective heaviness for the week ahead. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Thank you.